key issues for GPs in becoming part of a public body. Two main ones spring to mind. First of all, the cultural difference. It's a huge change from going from small, traditionally partnerships, into large-scale clinical commissioning groups. Secondly, they're moving sort of from where everything is private to everything being public. They're moving from being clinicians to being managers. It's therefore a huge culture change for them. Linked to that but separate is the fact that many meetings are going to have to be held in public, and actually making decisions with the public and press sitting there is going to be a difficult issue for many GPs. So the specific challenges that GPs will face in becoming commissioners in particular are Freedom of Information Act requests. So the public and the press can be asking questions that they're now required to answer and provide information, whereas in their traditional partnerships that would be private, they wouldn't need to provide that kind of information. You also have the ability of a judicial review, which is where the court can be asked to challenge the decision made by a public body. So again, interested parties could decide to challenge and lead a judicial review against a decision of this clinical commissioning group. And thirdly, you have a procurement challenge, and if they make a decision to award a contract, some of the bidders who haven't won may lead a challenge against that specific decision. Well, to overcome the challenges, it's all about good governance, and it's all around the governing body. And the starting point for that is really having a governing body that is well structured with a diverse range of skills and experiences on it. Then the decision-making process itself, very often governing body and boards feel it's not correct to argue, but actually various views should be expressed, discussed, argued at governing body meetings, but then a collective decision made. And once that collective decision is made, that should be reflected in the policies and should possibly even be publicised, because if the public and press are made aware of why particular decisions are made, that can help deflect criticism. So it's really all about the good governance of the CCG. For a governing body holding its first meeting in public, the top tip I'd provide is remember that it's a meeting held in public, not a public meeting. And the important distinction there is a meeting held in public allows the public and press to come and observe the meeting, but not to participate or ask questions. And it's vital that the governing bodies remember that. Now, that's really down to the role of the chair to perhaps explain that to the public before the meeting starts, and to then enforce that if somebody does try to answer a question. What some CCGs have done, which I think is quite useful as well, is to allow a period of time for questions to be asked, but the chair then makes it clear at the beginning that that will only be when he invites questions at the end of the meeting. And in following both of those, generally public meetings run well.